Hey guys, Divine LP back with some more Digimon World 4. Last time, well, we saved the digital world by taking out Mekarug X. But we're not done yet. There's still some stuff we have to do and take care of. And, actually, once you've beaten Mekarug X, when you're going to load up your Digimon, you can see we now have unlocked hard difficulty. I'm not going to go into hard just yet, but to put it literally simply, it's pretty much your new game plus, with some extra stuff added in. But there's still some stuff we have to take care of in normal difficulty. And one of those is side quests. So, when you come up here, you will see that there's 4 Digi-Elves. Only one of them will give us what we want at the moment. When you go on hard, more of them will give you what you want. So, the first one we want to take on is, I would technically want to do this one first, but because that one takes literally forever, I'm gonna go over here. Also, I just realized I haven't healed since the last episode. What am I doing? So what we want to do is we want to go up here and talk to this guy. We heard that you destroyed Mekarug X, but it doesn't prove your strength yet. Let me see. I'll acknowledge your strength if you defeat a boss Digimon on Item Road. So, saving the world doesn't prove I'm strong. For some reason that makes no sense, me saving your life on a boat getting shot by rockets doesn't classify me as strong. Taking out literally the strongest things in the world doesn't make me strong. I have to go out of my way to go back to Machine Pit and prove myself to you. I mean, that's just a pain in the rear. Haha. So why are we back in Machine Pit? Well, the place we want to go is actually in Machine Pit, which is actually funny. And I still didn't heal. Thankfully, this is how you get something pretty special. A reward for this will be worth it, trust me. You see that this was raised when it was not before, and there's an entrance to a dungeon called Item Road. You can only access this once you've beaten Mekarug X. Suspicious dungeon. And for some reason we have a counter in the top left corner. When we break item boxes, it goes up. This dungeon has many items. You don't necessarily need to reach a certain number. You just have to make it to the end and beat the boss at the end. That's pretty much it. But this is also a hard dungeon, and for some reason it is like a Venom Jungle themed dungeon. And I have no idea why. But the XP is really good, so can't complain there. And occasionally, opening those boxes will give you more than just one amount of points, I guess. I guess you can count those as points, or as a counter in a way. I really should have healed before I came here. Yeah, this dungeon isn't the hardest in the world, and the items you get in it aren't necessarily that great either. It's really just, I don't know, it's very weird that we have to go out of our way to come here and figure out where to go from there. And instead of just giving us a reward for beating and saving the world, we have to go and do another dungeon if we want our reward. It makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm not gonna lie, the side quests in this game are very, I guess, tedious and annoying, I guess is the way to put it. Oh look, I leveled up. Also, I am probably going to do some crazy off-screen training because I am definitely going to need to be higher leveled for stuff later on. I think, no, the secret wall. Yeah, I'm not strong. I totally didn't save the digital world. Hey, you're weak. You have to go out of your way and go into this dungeon. Then that'll prove you're strong. But only if you can beat the boss inside. That makes total sense. So getting back to the side quest part, the Digi-Elves that are at the right side of the home lobby, like I said, only one of them will really give you a worthwhile reward. The others do have rewards, but they're not really worth it on normal mode. Most of them you're going to want to be on hard mode for, because that's where the money's at. And I'm actually debating on whether or not I'm going to keep playing as Digimon. I'm very debating on whether or not I will switch characters or switch, I guess, Digimon, or just, I don't know, play as someone differently. Even though I already have what I want on Digimon. Did I? Okay. I don't think there's an actual pattern to that. I don't know, maybe I was just slow? But we are rolling in the bits though, I'm not gonna lie. And we head to the second floor. Sadly, there is like two, I think, dungeons or two side quests that actually don't give you anything worthwhile. But yeah, I guess while we're going through here, because we're pretty close to being done, honestly, I guess I can kind of go over hard mode and what it is. Pretty much, like I said, it's a new game plus, which means the enemies are going to be harder, or I guess tougher, and you're going to be getting a lot more XP. But it's really just a replay of the game. And if you happen to beat it on hard mode, you can get very hard mode, which I guess you could say is a new game plus plus. And that is also how you get some other worthwhile rewards from side quests. It's really just so you can get side quest rewards and do the side quests on different difficulties. Once you go and save the Digi-Elves from Nume River again. I kind of wish they stayed saved, just so you wouldn't have to go out of your way to save them again. And also you don't have to do the tutorial stage in hard mode nor very hard mode. You only get to do that stage if you start a new character. Literally. But I think, but also hard mode and very hard mode, there is one thing you can do that is probably almost the most tedious thing in the game, aside from the side quest. Because that is very, I will show it off, but only after I've grinded to at least probably level 93. And after I've gone and literally gotten myself all the amount of bits I probably could have. Are you serious? I don't know why I was having so much trouble with him. I know he froze me, but come on. Something closed. Where were these guys when we were scaling the mechanical core? Or the core area? And we have doges. Yeah. Sadly, I can't, and I hate to say it, but if you end up beating very hard mode, your reward kind of sucks. I guess your reward for clearing item road is complete garbage, because you have no reason to use it, because you've pretty much done everything. By that point, you should have already done everything in the game. So what is your reward for very hard mode item road? It is nothing but the highest rarity armor board you can get. You get an orange Vulture Core Y, which can only be equipped if you're level 168. It's pretty much the better Brave Core of normal mode. In hard mode you get Aegis Cores. In very hard mode you get Vulture Cores. And yeah. So if you want the best armor in the game, you're going to need to donate to Metalletamon a lot. And I mean a lot. He has 2 pieces of gear that are the best gear in the game, or at least I consider them, and why I recommend being level 93, because you have to be level 93 to equip them. That is the Tails of Order and the Tails of Chaos. Those raise every single stat by I think 1,000 and or 2,000. And since you get to put on both of them, your stats will go ridiculously high, meaning you'll take like no damage. So if you want to be a tanky powerhouse, go with the Tails of Order and Tails of Chaos. If you want to be even stronger than that, or at least you want to go into pure power, you're going to want to equip the Beast Board B and or Y. Those will maximize your strength and your speed stat, and you will never be touched, roughly. But if you are touched, well, you're dead. Because the Beast Board Y lowers your spirit and your defense and wisdom. But, oh, I mentioned this a while back, how you can ignore the spirit stat for normal mode. You can't ignore it for hard mode and very hard mode. Because of the Beast Board lowering your spirit, because spirit's another defensive stat, if it is reduced to 1, odds are 1 rocket to your head will take you out. Especially if you're fighting Megadramon. And it really just melts you. And it kind of just sucks, honestly. But thankfully, because your speed is so high, you will auto block almost everything. But the one unlucky time you don't auto block, you will most likely just get taken out. Oh man, I gotta switch something up. I think... Oh right, I totally forgot. I should have just deciphered those, even though they're probably gonna be crap. It never hurts to have. those unlocked. What was I gonna change? Oh, right, probably my soul ram. I think I want to have wisdom, because that should boost the power of my venom. Oh, there's a lot of these guys. Thankfully, we're right at the end anyway. I guess in a way, clear an item road is like a precursor to hard mode as it is. But for the life of me, I can't deal with these guys. Especially when they land sleep. They land sleep like it's nothing. Oh right, I should also trade with Prince Mamimon as well. You guys must have really high defense if they're only taking like 50 damage. I kind of wish the boss of this area was some like crazy cool boss, and or this dungeon was a little bit harder. I'm saying that as I'm getting beaten up. But honestly, I'm just so like disappointed in who the boss of this area is, and you guys are going to be very disappointed as well. I didn't even need recovery, because seriously, who thought fighting a Shogun Gekomon as a secret boss was a good idea? Like, seriously? You could have put anybody here. Anybody. I would have preferred fighting a Dioboromon again. You could have had a completely different boss. But you chose Shogun Gekomon. The Digimon that gives us a reward is Shogun Gekomon. The way to prove our strength is to take out Shogun Gekomon. Like, why? Of everybody, why? Or at least I could have made like a Mecha 6 or something. You defeated the boss. Surprisingly, you dropped an item. But this is not our reward. Our reward is... Wait, did that say 3 mods? No, it said no mods. I actually do want to pick this up just because you never know, it could have mods. No, that was mine. Nope, and it doesn't. Wow. Disappointed. 20 data. Alright, so we go back to the main lobby. And we want to go talk to the Digio one more time. Because finally, after all this time, literally have to beat the game to get our very first reward. Wow, you did great. You did better than great. I didn't think you'd actually beat him. Oh yeah, you didn't think the guy that saved the world would beat a frickin' Shogun Gekomon. Well, what can I say? You really are strong. I'm a man of my word. I'll give you a gift as I promised. Come on, take it. Obtain the Digivolve technique, Clavisangemon. If you're playing as Gyumon and or Agumon, Gyumon will get you Hercules Kabuterimon. And or if you're playing as Agumon, you will get Wargreymon. If you're playing as Vmon, you will get the exact same reward as I did. Now, I think this is where the main issue of this game comes up with everybody. Why can't you Digivolve into your main chain? Why can you only Digivolve into different Digivolution chains and or, I guess, other rookie Digimon? But Clavisangemon's main gimmick is it looks like he's a healer. And it's actually, I just realized, he doesn't get a single force skill. Yeah, he does not get a single force skill. I swear I thought I remembered every single Digimon at least getting one force skill, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway, going over his abilities. Cutter, it shoots big old blasts that can actually go through walls. Heal Aura will heal allies and yourself around you. Cure Aura will cure allies and self around you. And Raise, well, raises to revive people. So yeah, I guess just for the sake of doing it, I can show what he looks like. And I guess we can finally see what the Digivolution screen looks like. I'm not going to be playing as Clavisangemon. I'm just showing what it looks like. You got a key for that hole in your chest, buddy? Yeah, Clavisangemon, he is a stab specialist, if I remember correctly. Yes, he is a stab specialist. And he starts off with Aura, which is actually pretty good because it keeps him alive. Downside is oh, I forgot to mention this. If you are thinking, oh, I can do a side quest, if I want to get Wargreymon, I can just switch over to Vmon or Gyumon and get the reward that way. It doesn't work, I've tried. I think the game checks to see who you chose in the beginning, because that way you can't necessarily cheat your way into getting other Digimon that are harder to get. But I don't know. Downside is, honestly, I'm not mad with this reward. It's just to go out of your way to do it is annoying. Also, you do want to trade as many times with Prince Mamimon as you can. Because that will be important for a little bit later. But for now, I think that's where we're going to end things off here. Next time on Digimon World 4, we're going to do our second side quest to get our next reward. See you guys then.